Welcome back to Lounge Talk, episode 6. I got my boy Mitz here. I got our producer Roger. Roger's the GOAT. He's like,
What's up, Rob?
he's the man behind everything. He's leaving for the Dominican for like 3 weeks, so who knows how this is going to go without him. But we're back. We got this episode in. Draymond Green, aka the WWE. He's making the NBA the WWE, and I honestly usually really like Draymond, and I'm always for not his antics, but a guy that gets under people's skin, like plays hard, plays. I'm sick of it now. I'm sick of it.
It's becoming.
That was just so wrong.
Yeah, it's becoming too much, right? He's doing it way too often.
It's excessive. It might not. It doesn't be too. It's excessive. Like the Rudy Gobert chokehold, the way he flailed at Jusuf, like Nurkic, like it's too much.
I think the whole team, obviously besides Steph, like you could just tell, like because they're not winning games.
Yeah,
right?
They're frustrated,
and that's kind of how they're reacting to not winning, and it's just. It kind of goes hand in hand with like how Patrick Mahomes reacted too. Like it's because they're on a stint,
dude,
right?
Yeah. Mahomes and Steph are the same level of how they have changed each sport, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it might sound crazy saying that about Mahomes because he's still so young, but I mean, he's been there every year of his career.
Yeah.
That's kind of a great debate. Steph Curry, Mahomes, like are they the same? Have they done the same for each sport?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, for sure. But back to the Warriors.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like they're just being crybabies, and you kind of hate to see it because like they really have nothing to be crying about. You know what I mean, they won how many titles? 4.
Yeah, 4.
Right. So
I would like.
You're not going to win every year.
I want to see Steph win more.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I want to see Joel Embiid get one, but if it's not Joel Embiid, like I'm rooting for Steph.
Sure.
Sorry about LeBron.
Listen,
LeBron gets another, he gets another, but I'm rooting for Steph.
When he gets another one.
Yeah, this guy goes, but
he has 5 right now.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, in terms of Draymond, he's suspended indefinitely. I think it's probably gonna be 15 to 20 games, which is a lot.
I think
that's like John Morant level, isn't it? How many games Josh
got? How many games in are we? I mean, he got. I don't know. He definitely got over 20.
Yeah.
No, I think. Listen, this dude does it way too often. Like, I think he should get 20 games, if not more.
Honestly, I think it might be the best thing for the Warriors if Draymond's out 20 games because Kuminga, Dario Saric. I can't say the guy's name, the rookie. They're good. They're good. And Steve Kerr is in the weirdest spot where he is like, how do I transition from the guys who won these championships, who are old veterans, into these younger guys who can give me more?
Yeah. What's hurting the Warriors the most is the production from Clay.
Yeah, they're getting Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, they're getting nothing.
Wiggins, I'll give some like leeway to.
Why? He's young still.
No, and again, Wiggins, and I think Wiggins is a really good player. It's just, you know what I mean? Like Clay, the way that offense has always ran, right?
Yeah, it's a shooter's offense.
You need Clay to give you that production.
How long do you give Clay to figure it out? What's his leash? I mean, we're almost at Christmas.
I mean, going into the year, they offered him the 2-year extension for like $48 million.
No, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's apparently got pulled away.
I mean, I would.
Right. So if he doesn't figure it out and they don't figure out the offense, I don't think he's back in a Warriors jersey next season.
But I'm talking about actual playing time every game.
No, he still needs to get minutes.
So 100%. If he goes 2 for 10 every game, you're still playing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's earned that respect. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing, but it's definitely. I look at a guy like Moses Moody on their team. He's good.
You could find minutes for those kind of guys, especially now with Draymond out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Draymond
but Clay, you have to let him work through it, right? He's either going to
shoot.
Exactly.
It's kind of like what I've been saying when I was like not hitting a bunch of parlays. Just let me keep shooting. I'll find it. I always do. And I felt that way about Clay, but it's getting to the point where, all right, this has been like extra long for a shooter like you. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Get to the line, see the ball go in the hoop. JJ Redick, always said that. When you're a shooter, you're struggling, get to the line.
Yeah. It doesn't even have to be like, he doesn't have to come off down screens and get open shots. Like he's a good player at like doing the backdoor cuts, getting to the basket. Like you could design plays to get him good looks.
I'm rooting for Clay. I like Clay.
They should want to get him going.
Oh my God, they need. They have no shot. I think they're 10th in the West, which is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna count them out of the play-in or the playoffs yet. But yeah, they definitely need to figure out the offense.
Yeah, but Draymond was too much, and he came out right away and said he's sorry. You're sorry, but you keep doing the same.
What pissed me off the most about it it's one thing to say he's sorry to Nurkic, right? But like to say that he didn't mean to do it, like you meant to do it.
Yeah, you meant to do it. It's
You know
okay.
what I mean? Like
It's
exactly.
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Just be honest about it.
You meant to do it. You might have not meant to hit him in the face, but you definitely meant to throw your arm towards him.
The intentions were there.
Yeah.
100%.
It's just enough. So, Draymond, have fun for your 15, 20 games. Maybe come back and try not to do that shit anymore. It's old. Like, it's funny. It was funny watching him choke Rudy Gobert out, but it's also like, this is unnecessary.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah, but
I got no time
here
for
nor there. Another almost fist fight happened last night in the NBA between Giannis and the Pacers.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? So, let me just refresh everyone.
Man.
Giannis wanted his game ball after scoring 64 points. The Pacers had already given the game ball to their rookie who just got his first NBA points. And they were about to scrap over the ball. So, how do you think it should have went?
I mean, if we're talking about the game ball thing, I think Giannis probably should have got the game ball.
100%, but they accidentally gave it to someone else.
Yeah, I mean,
did they accident? Was it an accident?
Exactly. We're never gonna know if it was on purpose or not. I mean, if it was super petty by the Pacers. But just getting back to like the foul, like, I mean, dude, the dude has 60 points. You're up by I don't know how much they were up in the fourth, right? I would have hard fouled him as well. You know.
Well, here's the thing about
this dude's kicking our ass.
Here's the thing about the Bucks and the Pacers game last night. The Pacers had their backups in.
Yeah.
And Bruce Brown, their backups and Bruce Brown, and the Bucks put all their starters in, so Giannis just went chasing.
Right.
Yeah. Probably pissed me off if I was the Pacers. And I would be like, I'm not giving this guy the game.
That's why I'm saying the foul was necessary.
Yeah. So it happened. Giannis charges into the locker room. Probably, if I'm Giannis, I'm going in there with Bobby Portis, Giannis,
Giannis. God, bro. I'm sending
Brook Lopez.
Dude, Crazy Eyes is the first guy I'm sending into
Bobby,
the
go
Pacers
get this ball
locker
for me.
room.
I'll be behind you, Bobby. Go get the ball for me.
Portis, you're up, bro.
And Miles Turner's like,
Go
nah,
get
we
that
ain't
ball,
giving that ball.
son.
So Rick Carlisle said they scrapped. They almost scrapped. Like, the GM got elbowed in the ribs. There was no punches thrown, but they were going at it.
Bobby Portis is the last guy.
Bro, Bobby Portis, you see those eyes, you're just like, yo, here, take the ball.
He means
But
business,
honestly, what Giannis should probably do, if it means that much to him, it's a rookie. Give the kid $50,000 or whatever it is. You're making $50 million a year. If that ball means that much,
you want Giannis to give him bread because he scored his first buckets in the NBA?
If he wants the ball that much, you're gonna have to buy it off him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
What's the number? $20,000, $50,000? Like those guys, money's different to them. It's a different.
Wait,
field.
so Giannis,
they gave there's two game balls.
Okay.
The ball that he was scored the 64th point with at the end of the game, they gave to the rookie who scored at the end of the game.
No, I got that, but Giannis. So when he ended up getting a ball though.
He got a ball, but he's like, I don't think this is the ball.
They don't know if it's the game ball.
Yeah, which
so
it's probably not.
It is what it is now.
But if it means that much to Giannis, buy it off the kid.
Yeah, I guess.
You got all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's like not willing to spend the money like that. But
I wouldn't either though.
I mean, it's just a ball. Kid. Who cares, bro? Fuck it. Like, it's just a ball.
Well, he scored 2 buckets.
I mean, Giannis has like
somebody gets extra 20 grand.
NBA Finals MVP,
Roger,
NBA Finals
nuts,
and MVP. Like, dude, who gives it's a fucking ball?
Yeah,
Take
I mean,
ball.
Listen.
Take like the jersey from the game. This is a game I scored 64 in my jersey. Fuck, I need the ball for. If I can't get it, if I can't get it,
yeah,
I'm not paying $50,000 to look at this ball.
Listen, I think Giannis will get over it.
I hope so.
The next day, so
I don't know, but the NBA's been a challenge. They're speaking of the gambling, like the traders are very sharp with how they make the lines these days. You see a lot of people losing parlays right now by 1, by 2, by the hook, just in great matchups.
Yeah,
they've gotten very sharp with NBA lines. It's very hard. I finally got one through last night with the Sixers same game parlay. I think it's my 5th Sixers same game parlay this year. And I probably missed another 10 by 1.
That's your bread and butter, bro.
Yeah.
The Sixers same game parlays.
I mean, I watch every Sixers game. You just know. Like last night, I knew Tobias Harris has been stinking the joint up. He's been stinking. I knew his line was aggressively low for what it's been. It's been 16.5, 17.5. They hung 14.5.
Against his former team.
Yeah, he plays the Pacers well. Give me that.
Pistons.
Give me that. I actually wanted to take him 20 and 25, which I think he finished 24. But I'm glad I didn't. But it was right, the right matchup for Tobias to get right. His two threes was like plus 300. Like, I should have hammered that too.
Yeah.
But the NBA, they've gotten very sharp with props. And spreads and totals in the NBA are just hard. My dad every night's like, yo, I went 7-2. I'm like, what'd you take? He's like, I take every over every night. I'm 7-2. He's like, I wait till the game starts. I watch it for 10 minutes and I take the overs and I go 7-2 every night. I'm like, dude, you just take every over. There's no science behind that.
That's hilarious.
Like he knows my dad. He doesn't.
I love that so much. It's kind of like his logic's not wrong though too.
Yeah,
like, there's no defense played in the NBA.
Yeah, he's like, I just take every over. Like I'm not gonna take the under. I'm just taking the overs.
That's so funny.
I went 7-2 last night. What'd you do? I'm like, Dad, I lost every bet. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I might have to start doing that.
He just takes every over. And he's like, yeah, live bet Steve or live bet Dad. I'm like, all right, shut the fuck up, bro.
That's
every day I come in, I'm like, he's like, how'd you do last night? I'm like, I either hit or lost. He's like, I just took every over.
Right.
And in the NBA, it makes sense. And then I took it over the other night in the NBA. It didn't even come close. But it's all good.
Yeah, I don't touch totals.
We got a fun week of NFL. We got Thursday night. We got Saturday. We got Sunday. All right, we're getting down to the end. I think we have 3 or 4 weeks left.
Yeah. 4 weeks.
Who's the MVP? Who's going to win the MVP? Not who's the MVP right now. Who's going to win the NFL MVP?
I mean,
there's a lot of factors that go into it.
Yeah, I mean, so like that's tough. Like I have to answer that.
Don't give me no bullshit. Who's going to win the MVP?
No, I have to answer that like who I think should win it if it was right now.
If the season ended, if the seedings were the same as they were right now in 4 weeks, who's the MVP?
Dak Prescott. And I don't want to say Dak Prescott, but I think it.
Okay, so who's going to win the MVP?
Dak.
All right, so here's why Dak's not going to. Dak's not going to win the MVP.
His own destiny.
Yeah, because he controls his own destiny. He's not going to win the MVP because they're not going to win out.
I mean, you could say that about a lot of teams. Like, if your argument, like, who do you think's gonna win? Purdy?
So the MVP is going to be Purdy or Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I don't think Lamar has a chance against Dak. I think Purdy's the only one.
If Lamar beats the 49ers,
Dak.
if Lamar beats the 49ers in San Francisco, I'm pretty sure the game is, he's going to win. And they win out.
Yeah.
They win out and he beats them. He's the MVP because Dak's not winning out. They're not winning out.
You don't know that though. Like I said, I hope he doesn't because I hate the Cowboys. But I mean, right now as it stands, the Cowboys are first in points per game. Right, they're first in touchdowns. He's got the best TD to interception ratio.
Again, I'm saying that right now. You're right. I agree with you right now. If Dak Prescott win the MVP the season ended today, and even if the standings are the same at the end of the season as they are right now, he's going to win. But I don't think they win out, and I think either the 49ers or the Ravens win out. So I think one of those guys are going to win the MVP.
Yeah, I mean, if Dak loses a close game with 4 touchdowns and 300 yards.
But Brock Purdy wins against the Ravens, he's going to jump him.
My question to you is, too, like, and I like Brock Purdy. I don't think he's just a game manager. I think he's a good quarterback. But, and again, yes, San Fran's loaded, but, like, I don't think he's the MVP of that offense.
Oh, I don't.
And that's why I wouldn't vote for Brock Purdy.
Me.
I think McCaffrey or Deebo Samuels is more important or the same level of importance as Brock Purdy.
I would do some dirty things for Christian McCaffrey to win the MVP. He's not going to. I got him plus 7,500.
Yep.
I would do some dirty things for Christian McCaffrey to win MVP. I would love to say he can easily win it, but they're going to give it to a quarterback no matter what. So even if the 49ers win out and the Cowboys lose, they're going to give it to Brock Purdy.
I mean, like I said, I also said before, like, obviously, if Tyreek Hill gets 2,000 yards, I would obviously like to see him win it. But if I had to pick someone right now, I would pick Dak Prescott.
Yeah, well, here's a good thing to talk about, too. Like, the Dolphins. Like, how do they lose that game? I had the Dolphins minus 4.5. 2 minutes left. I put my phone down. I'm like, fuck yeah. Got one for me. And they lost. They were minus 10,000, and they lost. What the hell is going on?
It was just one of those, like, just weird NFL games, right, that just ended in
the most NFL thing.
That happens once or twice a year, and unfortunately it happened.
Of course, the one time I'm like, the Dolphins aren't. They're going to win by at least a touchdown. But let's talk about that, too. Is Will Levis nice? Is he a dog, or is he nice?
I mean, his players are saying he is. So, I mean, D-Hop came out and stood by him, and I think that's pretty high praise. I don't know. I mean, it depends. I don't know what D-Hop's motives is. If he wants to win,
I would assume
then I would say he doesn't stay there. But if he's having fun in Tennessee and he doesn't really, I guess, value winning, and there's not a spot for him on like a contender, which there might not be because of cap, but I don't know.
There will be. I think you can't be a receiver that wants to win and go to Tennessee.
I mean,
and go to Tennessee.
Kansas City should get D-Hop.
Yeah, right? Oh, my God. That's a good one. Yeah. They
Like,
should
what?
get D-Hop or Devontae Adams, but they're not giving Devontae Adams up in the division.
Yeah, no.
But what do you think about what Cam Newton said? He was like, Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy are game managers. Everyone's going crazy because Cam Newton said this. But, again, Cam Newton has the right to say it because Cam Newton has done what no other NFL player has ever done. He won a Heisman Trophy. He won an NFL MVP. He got to the Super Bowl. All three of those, did he win? He didn't win national championships, did he? I forget.
Yeah, he won that.
A national championship. I don't think an NFL player's ever done all of that.
Yeah, I think that's a bunch of BS. I like Cam Newton, and again, he has all those accolades. But anything that he accomplished outside of the NFL really has no.
But what I'm saying is,
in this debate,
from a guy who's been there, done that, been through everything from all levels of football, and he says Dak and Purdy are just good game managers. I think he's right about Purdy. I don't think Dak's a game manager. Dak's a player.
Dak's a good quarterback.
Yeah, Dak's a good quarterback. I think Brock Purdy's a game manager because Jimmy Garoppolo's numbers and Brock Purdy's are identical when they went to the Super Bowl.
Dude, when it's all said and done, when Dak's career's finished, like he's gonna have a better career than Cam Newton.
I don't know about all that.
That's gonna be 100%
I don't know about all that, bro.
Factual.
Dak Prescott's gonna have a better career than Cam Newton?
Yes.
How?
What do you mean? Just I guarantee you in every.
What are you judging? What are you judging by better career? Passing yards?
Well, stats play a lot, and yeah, Cam went to one Super Bowl. Dak might get to a Super Bowl.
Okay, he's never gonna rush. He might rush for more yards. I don't know, bro. Cam was nice, bro.
Cam was nice, but I'm just saying to call him a game manager, like that's my point. Like when it's all said and done, like Cam and Dak are going to be like in that probably number range of where like they're ranked as quarterbacks. So to call Dak a game manager, was he a game manager? Like
no, because Cam Newton did things. Cam Newton didn't have to throw for 300. He could throw for 200, but he could run for 100.
Okay.
Throw for one, rush for 2. That's like a super valuable player to a team.
Yeah, I mean, I think what he said is crazy. Maybe he has some little argument with Purdy just because how good the San Fran's offense is. But like I said, I think Brock Purdy's good. So I would not call them game managers, not even close. But
let's think about it though. I think about some other quarterbacks. How would Lamar do in that system, in the Cowboy system?
I'm sure fine.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Like, did he name any other quarterbacks, or was it just? Did he just talk about?
He might have said one more.
Purdy or Brock?
I forget who he said.
Purdy and Dak.
Forget who he said. But he definitely touched on those two. He might have said Lamar. I don't think he said Lamar though.
Yeah, Lamar's not a game manager either. I
mean, I can't believe I'm saying Lamar could win MVP, but if they beat the 49ers and they win out, like he can win it.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the conversation. I just think Dak with that remaining schedule, like he controls his own destiny for the MVP.
The thing is, I don't even think Lamar's. This is gonna be crazy. I don't think Lamar's that good, bro. I don't think they're gonna win a Super Bowl with Lamar the way he plays. I don't think that's that hot of a take, but like that's gonna upset some people. Like I get it.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna upset some people. I mean, I disagree with that. I mean, I think Lamar is more than capable of winning a Super Bowl. Again, the NFL is weird. I mean, you need to have it's a lot of luck, and you have to have the right team too. And I think they have the team to do it. We'll see.
You know, the NFL's
the AFC's up in the air.
Yeah, for sure. The NFL's been probably the worst product I've seen from the NFL in years. You got quarterbacks injured all over, offenses that can't score touchdowns. It's been very hard to bet on this year because no one we bet on touchdown scores. We bet on yards, all that stuff. When you're not getting a lot of that, it's really hard to win bets.
Yeah.
So the NFL have an offense problem in my opinion. Or I don't think it's good defense. I think it's bad offense.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would agree that it's really good defense.
I think they're setting a record for the primetime unders.
Yeah, and every time it's a perfect under spot, it flies over. So tonight, Chargers, Raiders, give me the over. Yeah. Give me the over. The Raiders scored 0 points last week. It makes every sense for the game to go under, so it's going over.
Yeah,
just how it goes. That's at the NFL in a nutshell. Take whatever's the common sense bet. Just take the opposite in the NFL.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm just sick. We got to watch Easton Stick and Aiden O'Connell.
Could be a banger.
Playing a football game tonight.
Could be a banger.
Yeah, I doubt it, but it is what it is. It's the NFL. It's injuries. That stuff happens. So.
Yeah, I mean, injuries in the NFL are just
no one thought the Chargers would probably be in this situation. Everyone thought they were a playoff team before the season started. So, but it's football.
Yeah, I mean, Bill Belichick might leave the Patriots too. Like that's coming up as in story.
Yeah, I mean, I think that comes down to I think
I
him
would
and
get the fuck out of there.
well, that's what I was gonna say. Him in that organization, it's like it's a mutual respect thing. Like if he wants to stay, they'll let him stay. If he wants to walk,
You think
they'll
you'd
let-
have fun?
they'll-
Do you think
they'll
you'd
let
have
him
fun
walk.
playing for Bill Belichick?
Think I would have fun playing
Yeah.
for Bill Belichick?
Would you tell him to fuck off after one practice?
Me, yeah, but that's just how I am. I'm
Yeah.
lazy, so like
You're lazy.
I would hate I would hate playing for Bill Belichick.
Yeah, right. I can see this guy turn around, all South Philly accent. Dog, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think in my heyday of being an athlete, I would have loved to play for him because I loved, like, you couldn't yell, like, when you gave me tough love.
Man, you weren't no athlete.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, all right, bro. This guy.
Raj, he wasn't no athlete, bro.
Yeah, this guy making.
We played sports together in college, bro.
Yeah,
Cooked
all
them.
right. Yeah, all right.
Tennis, swimming,
Yeah, okay. You swimming, bro. Talk
basketball,
about. You want to talk about?
football.
You want to talk about Drake playing golf? Drake's getting into golf. He's like.
Drake is?
He's like, I'm having fun drinking, but this sport's dumb hard. Speaking of golf, this guy just was good at golf and then just fell off the face of the earth in terms
Man,
of golf.
golf sucks, bro.
This man kind of stinks.
I'm trash at golf.
No, he was great. He was great.
Great's a crazy word.
No, not great. His short.
I was average. I was average.
I
at
mean,
golf.
I'm as average as they come. But when I get on the golf course with mitts, I don't want to lose them. So that's like, I'm focused. I will not lose to mitts on the golf course.
Larry takes all my bread on the golf course.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
I never actually take the bread though, so it's like.
Yeah, shout out Larry.
Yeah, like yeah. If he won $100 off me, he'd be like, "Yo, where my $100?"
Oh yeah, you Venmo me
He wins
quick.
$100 off me. I'm like, whatever. Just don't worry. Just throw another bet or buy me dinner.
That's funny. Yeah, I
What
just
else?
don't play enough anymore.
Yeah, I mean, golf's hard. A lot of time. It's expensive. You can't just go out there and expect to be good.
Yeah.
Tommy's nice at golf.
Is he?
Yeah, and it's not that it's overpowering. He's just no homo. It's just pretty the way he does it. Like
Yeah.
he's just consistently fairway driver down the
I
fairway.
just called another man pretty, bro.
No, I didn't say pretty. His game's pretty.
That is
His
crazy.
game's pretty. His short game's elite, bro. His short game's crazy.
His short game's elite.
Bro, y'all are crazy.
Oh my
bro.
God.
Raj, tell him, bro. I gotta
Yeah.
pause that.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Roger.
yeah.
It's all
Bro,
good though. You all right, Larry?
You're crazy, bro. Let me check my stocks real quick. I've been trading options every day. Shit's crazy, the option game. Pat Bev said Anthony Edwards is next Michael Jordan. Frank probably agrees.
Pat Bev said Anthony Edwards is the next Michael Jordan. I mean, as long as he didn't say he's the next LeBron, because that'll never happen. I mean, it's just weird because it's
There
like
won't be another LeBron.
when people rank like the greatest of all time, it's like you need like it's LeBron and then there's a huge gap. Like at 2, like who do you put? You could put Jordan, you could put Steph. I mean, people say Magic,
This guy.
but like after LeBron, it's just there's a
This
huge
guy,
drop
bro.
off.
It's crazy because you're literally talking
So
with
it's
the
like-
MJ thing in the background. too.
Yeah, and we'll get that resolved. I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
bro. You could buy a LeBron thing.
that's gonna come down soon. But like, dude,
This is a great clip.
When is he
of
gonna retire?
LeBron.
is he gonna play another 10 years?
If I were him, I would just play. Like, he doesn't. It's like it's a lot like my dad. Like I tell you, like people are like, why did your dad retire? He don't know any other life. This is the only life he knows.
Yeah,
You think LeBron knows a life without
that's
basketball?
what I'm saying.
He doesn't know a life without basketball. LeBron's gonna play another
That's why he's
5 to
the
7
GOAT.
years. It doesn't even matter if like he'll never play and not be amazing.
Yeah,
Even if he averages 26 and 6, that's amazing for being 40, whatever he's gonna be.
right.
But yeah, I do think he's nowhere near retirement.
Now, obviously, I gas him because I'm a huge LeBron fan. But like, what he's doing right now at this age, and it's scary.
Yeah, and at what point, like if you're the Lakers, they're talking about getting like Zach LaVine. Like, would you go after Zach LaVine if you're the Lakers?
I mean, I don't think getting him hurts the team. Do I think they need him? I don't necessarily think they need
Is
him.
this a crazy
Because
take?
I think Levine's a guy that obviously he can play off the ball, but he's really explosive with the ball in his hands. And
Yeah.
I don't think they need to take possessions away from LeBron and AD. I think they have their 2 stars, right? I just
But
think
you
they need to
kinda need
build around
3.
him. Yeah, I guess it all depends though too.
What do you think about D'Lo?
I think he's a perfect fit with those.
I kind of think for that team that this is crazy, bro. I'm gonna get fried for this too, but Zach LaVine would be a glorified D'Angelo Russell if they got rid of D'Lo and brought in Zach LaVine.
Yeah, I don't know if they would be better or worse. I just think it would be
It would be
a
a
wash.
similar situation with more shots that are inefficient.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's core 5.
I'm not sitting here and saying D'Lo's a better player than Zach LaVine.
Zach
I just said if
player.
you swap them, I don't think they get worse. I don't think they get better.
I mean, AD is going to give you 22 a night because he's a bitch.
Yeah.
In the regular season, like you bet on AD, like guy
40 and 20 when it mattered. I'm just saying.
Yeah, against the Pacers, not against Jokic.
It don't matter.
You got to go through Jokic.
Yeah, I mean,
just like Embiid, he's got to go through. He's got to go through Al Horford. He can't go through Al Horford.
Yeah.
For some reason, he can't get around Al Horford.
Yeah.
But this year's different, I think, with Nick Nurse. I do think that Nick Nurse is very good at adjusting. Like Doc Rivers, like just did the same thing every time with James Harden and Embiid. Yeah, let's talk about James Harden. Does Daryl Morey look like a genius right now?
Yeah, I mean, he had to get rid of him.
Not even that, by not giving him the money, even though he promised him.
100%.
Yeah, I mean.
Now, if we did give him that money, we wouldn't be able to go get someone at the deadline, essentially.
Are the Sixers going to make a move?
I don't know. I don't know if it'll be a big move as like getting like a Zach LaVine, but I definitely think they add to the team. It might be a big splash like that. I really don't know. But I think the Sixers. I think they need to get. I think they need to make a move.
I think they need a stretch forward.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I like Batum, but I think Batum would be more effective for us off the bench.
I agree.
Or they go and get a bench player, a guy to come off the bench.
Yeah.
You know who I love? Who I want to bet to win Sixth Man of the Year? Who? Malik Monk, man.
Yeah.
Malik Monk's a modern day Lou Williams, in my opinion. Once the ball.
I don't think that's a terrible comparison. I mean, obviously he's like ball handling wise, probably not, but in the same sense of like a guy that comes off the bench and can get you a bucket. I think Malik Monk is that. And
once the ball at the end of the game, like he's not scared. Like end of the game, last shot, like I want that. I'm not, obviously like assists. He does get assists, but I'm just talking the mentality off the bench, points, scoring, impact on the game. Malik Monk has the same impact Lou Will had when he was in his prime.
I definitely think that's fair to say.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like they're killers.
Yeah.
They want to come in the game and they want to kill. Yeah, they want to shoot, they want to score.
Malik Monk's definitely a guy you want on your
He's so cool.
Team.
That's a prime example of a guy like situation, like gets drafted to Charlotte, like bust. Goes to the Lakers.
Everyone was calling him that.
Yeah, goes to the Lakers, like figures it out, gets a nice deal from the Kings. Remember I was like, yo, I bet you Malik Monk gets like 18 million or 15 million. Everyone's like, you're crazy.
I was on the same side of you with that.
Yeah, because he's
nice. It was our other buddy who argued with, who I won't mention his name yet.
Let's just take a second to tell Mitz he wanted Ben Simmons over Brandon Ingram and fried me up for years saying I wanted Ingram over Ben Simmons.
This is actually I'm glad he brought this up. Like at the time, 99.99% of people wanted Ben Simmons over Brandon Ingram. He was the consensus.
I would say 70.
He was the consensus #1 pick.
From who?
What are you from everyone? Every GM, everyone.
Dude, Brandon Ingram.
What are you talking about?
7 foot at Duke, producing. Scoring
I'm not sitting here saying Brandon Ingram wasn't good or isn't good. He was the consensus #2 pick.
The thing is, he would have been.
Ben Simmons was a consensus #1. Everybody wanted him.
Yeah, you're right.
You didn't, and I will give you credit. Yeah. And now hindsight, it sucks because we don't have Ben Simmons anymore.
But in hindsight, we would have ran Brandon Ingram out of here so fast.
So what are we talking? What are we talking about?
But Brandon Ingram was always the pick.
Yeah, it's easy to say that now. You can
say that. Easy to say that when you same thing when we had Ben Simmons. It was easy to say that then.
Because what do you?
It was easy to say. God. It was easy to say that then. It's easy to say it now.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that.
Yo, Brandon Ingram.
But don't tell me I'm crazy because I wanted Ben Simmons over Brandon Ingram.
Ben Simmons was never.
When everybody wanted Ben Simmons over
he was never gonna be the guy. He's a loser.
Over Brandon Ingram.
He's a lifetime loser.
Yeah, I mean,
dude was in Philly just
he figures it out. Yeah, he stinks.
Banging chicks left and right, not caring about basketball. I don't feel bad for that guy.
He got his money and ran.
The
shooting thing I'll still never understand, but that's a personal issue.
It's crazy. I hate listen, in high school, I started varsity. My game wasn't shooting. I was a facilitator. I was fast, played defense. I wish I shot more, but if I was Ben Simmons in the NBA, bro, I'm shooting that shit every time.
Yeah, I mean, it's more of a want to do it type thing.
And every summer, all the idiot Sixers fans would be like, yo, Ben Simmons finally going to shoot. Look at him in the gym. He's never shooting, bro.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not because he's not capable of doing it. It's like I said, I think he was scared to do it for whatever reason that was.
But you know what I really truly think? I think Ben Simmons would flourish in this Nick Nurse offense.
Probably.
Because what Nick Nurse needs, he's great at.
He has all the talent in the world, man.
He doesn't need one guy to be a point guard.
Yeah.
He needs guys that are going to move off the ball, slash, fast break.
I was more pissed off about the whole Fultz situation because like I thought Fultz was the best fit for us, and we needed a guy that could shoot it.
Fultz was the pick.
And
Fultz
then his shooting issues, injury, whatever the case may be, it just sucked.
Fultz was the pick, and I guess like that we could argue that.
That's okay. Yeah, there's my point. Who did I want in that draft?
Well, we wanted Tatum.
Correct.
We wanted Tatum, but we knew that we weren't getting Tatum. We were never getting Tatum.
We had the first pick, bro.
Yeah, but we only had the first pick because they were taking Tatum.
Yeah, and I think you wanted Fultz at 1 though. I didn't want Fultz at 1. I said if we stayed at 1, I want Jason Tatum.
I knew we were getting Tatum. It was who went 2? Lonzo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have taken Lonzo. I would have taken any of them, but Lonzo and Ben would never work. Fultz, when you watch him at Washington, could score, which was important for us because Ben Simmons couldn't.
Hold on, let's get back to this because this is the whole argument I was making with Ben Simmons, right? Like Ben Simmons was the consensus number 1 pick. Fultz was not, right? So to say you wanted Brandon Ingram, that's fine, and in hindsight, you're right. He's a better player than
Fultz not the consensus number 1?
No.
Was he?
That's why Danny Ainge stayed at 3.
I mean, Danny Ainge, don't ever trade with Danny Ainge. He's gonna fleece you every time.
The Lakers even said they would have took Lonzo at 1 over Fultz.
Over Tatum too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. There was no consensus number 1 pick.
But we shouldn't have taken Lonzo if we had 1. I mean Tatum. Obviously, everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said,
like for what the Sixers needed, and like they had Rocco at the time too.
They would. I mean, Lonzo and Fultz for fit purposes was where they were going to go if they were 1 or 2.
But they had they had Rocco at the time, who they thought was a big part of their future. Right. Remember Feds? That shit. Yeah. Oh no, they had Dario too.
Yeah.
Damn, Dario's good now. I love watching Dario. He's like a Carson Wentz, feeling for me.
Yeah, the process years were fun.
T.J. McConnell, man. T.J. McConnell, Ish Smith, Hollis Thompson.
Yeah.
All these process guys. Jeremy Grant was a process guy. Ersan Ilyasova.
Yep.
Marco Bellinelli.
Yep.
Damn, these teams were fun.
They were.
Who else? Sergio Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Let me keep going. Henry Sims. Christian Wood.
Yeah, Christian Wood.
The process produced.
He's been though.
T.J. McConnell.
Christian Wood. I mean, he's not doing nothing for the Lakers. He stinks.
Who else? There's some low key solid guys that are on the process.
Christian Wood, you stink.
Did I say Ish Smith?
You said Ish Smith.
Ish Smith was fun for the Sixers.
Yeah.
Who else? Nerlens Noel. Joel Okafor. The process years were fun.
He drafted a big man every year.
That was so stupid.
Thank God we got Embiid.
I know.
And he worked out.
And listen, in terms of the process, we swung and we hit a home run on 1 of them. If you hit a home run on 2 or 3, you probably would have never got the other picks.
No, listen, we got a generational player, but we definitely should be in a better situation. We had so many opportunities to draft the right guy, and the Sixers just didn't. And it is what it is. But I mean, like I said, I'm thankful for Embiid, but I think out of all those drafts, we should have walked away with more than just Embiid. But it is what it is. We're here now.
Yeah.
So.
Let's touch on.
We got Maxey. You know what I mean?
We got Maxey out of it, which was shout out Mike Muscala. How we got Max is crazy. Yeah, Mike Muscala had to make a 3, beat I forget who they beat, and we got that pick.
Yep.
But all right, we're gonna wrap this up. One more topic. What do you think about Ohtani deferring all his money?
I mean, if I'm a Dodgers fan, I mean, you're fucking ecstatic. But if I'm a fan,
who are Dodgers?
If I'm just a fan of the MLB, I hate it.
Who the fuck's a Dodgers fan?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who is an actual Dodgers fan?
Yeah, I don't know. But like I said, if I'm just a fan of the MLB, it's fucking ridiculous. It's like cheating without cheating.
Dude, the MLB owners should not let this get approved because I sound like a crybaby. As a Philadelphia sports fan, you're gonna go get Glass now, and you're just gonna have this super team. Everyone wants to go to LA. It's nice here. We're gonna defer all this money, not pay tax.
Yeah, I don't know if the commissioner can do anything about it, but if he can, I think something needs to happen.
Well, I actually think it might have got approved, but no matter what, it's gonna be a $46 million cap hit.
Okay,
which is
so
solid,
not $2 million, right?
But there's not really a cap hit.
No, I hear you. It's still cheating without cheating. I think
it's just bullshit.
Exactly.
You want to make the best thing about baseball this past year was the parity. Any team could win.
Yeah, it's a fun.
The parity was amazing. This year, I mean, the way they're building the Dodgers, man, they got to be minus 150 to win the World Series.
They'll be heavy World Series favorites.
That's corny.
Yeah, it is.
That's corny.
It is.
But
yeah, what are you gonna do?
That's what's going on. I don't really know what else we could touch on. I think we kind of hit everything.
I mean, people in the Discord wanted to talk about, like, I don't know if you want to touch on bankroll management.
We can talk about bankroll management.
Talk about it a lot.
The Discord, we have had a down 2-week stretch, which is tough to stomach when you put your all into shit. Especially like me, Tommy, Rocket, Zlatan, you gave. We put our all into this. So when you don't get the results in anything in life and it's not going well, you think about, all right, how can we work through this? For gambling, it's bankroll management. I always advise people in the Discord, FOMO is a real thing in the sports gambling Twitter.
I have it all the time.
Atmosphere, FOMO.
I can't tell everything.
Learning to get over the FOMO is like the most important thing in maturity. You got to manage your bankroll. I would say tail 2 to 3 cappers in the Discord, and one of them has to be a strictly straight better, because that is who's going to offset the losing parlays. We love parlays. We all love parlays. Yeah. But if you can't offset the losses, you're gonna lose long term. Yeah. Luckily, like, I've made a bulk of my bankroll from parlays. I'm in a different position than most of the people tailing the parlays. They want to get to this position.
Right.
Getting here, I was winning live bets, parlays. I was offsetting. I'm not gonna win parlays every week or every day. Sometimes every week, like I just had. Yeah, we'll hit a couple bombs during the year. We'll have great stretches, but you got to manage your bankroll in the cold times.
Yeah.
If that means cutting your unit in half and tailing more straights, less parlays, do that. Do what works for you. If you can't do what works for you and you're just blindly tailing everybody, that's not the recipe.
Yeah.
The recipe is always pick 2 or 3 people. If you're not going to tail everything, make sure you tail the straights and get over the FOMO.
Yeah. I'll be the first to say it, right? Like, it took me a while to even really comprehend, like, the whole meaning behind bankroll management and, like, the unit structure, unit sizes. So, like, you just have to do it. Like, when they say throw 0.15 on something, like, throw 0.15 of your unit on it.
Yeah, bro.
Like I said, it took me forever to do it, but, like, once I did it, like, it just takes it. It just makes it easier, right? Like,
and another thing I do, like. So let's say I have a lot of plays out. I tailed all of, let's say Tommy, for example. Tommy puts out one more bomb play. Like, I'm talking like plus 20,000. I don't have to. I could do my own unit on that. If I'm throwing 50 on that instead of 200.
Right.
Because I'm covered on the board. Like, I just don't want to miss out on this one. So I drop my unit insane just to tail, so I'm not missing out. I mean that is FOMO, I guess. But you don't have to try and hit the lotto just to be a part of the ride. Throw a little bit if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to throw, like, that's what I do. Just because I don't want to miss it, but I'm already covered on the board pretty big, so I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit. Even if it's $25, that's like nothing for my unit, but right. I'm in. Like, I'm in.
Yeah.
So unit bankroll management's huge.
And it's tough because, like, especially with the NBA, there's games on every day. So, like, even if there's a bad college football and NFL weekend, and then you go into the next week and you got the NBA starts back up on Monday, right? It's like sometimes just might have to just take your unit down for a week or take a break, which is, again, I'm not sitting here telling you. It's hard.
This guy's done it all.
Yeah.
Like, he's done it all. Like,
I'm only saying it because I went through it. I used to throw the same amount I do on parlays that I do on straights.
Yeah.
Right? And so I realized, and then, not necessarily that. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's not, you're never going to get rich quick gambling.
Never,
right?
Unless you hit like a crazy shit.
But you know what I mean? You want to, you know what I mean? You want to crack one, right? And I get it. So, like, but until I really learned, and like Larry like kind of showed me the way of like how to really manage the bankroll. It's so important.
And honestly, my plays the last 2 weeks have not been great examples of that because I haven't mixed in a lot of straights. But that's because it's been a difficult time for the lines have been sharp. Plays are losing. I'm not trying to over leverage myself on 1 night, 2 nights, and like go down a bunch of units. Let's just weather the storm, which we've been doing.
Right. And there's always going to be a lot of plays in the Discord. That's because we have really good cappers.
All right, that's episode 6 of Lounge Talk. Love you guys. Let's have a week. Take the over tonight.
Peace.